Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Tight door, tight door, tight door. Big 20.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for our Lions. First down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
At the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford completes it to Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford, screenplay, Johnson. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Johnson, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. They go play action with Trubisky. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand. Put it behind.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bilal Nichols, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford now to throw. He gets it to Matthews, complete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky will throw. Benjamin's got it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Complete to Carvin Benjamin. A gain of 22 yards. And the Bears' 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's just me and you. It's just me.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this one's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this 1st half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 39.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Johnson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Easy, easy. 53, ready.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing is Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back. X3, 218, chopper.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From his own goal line, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Set! 180! 44. Let's go, D.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. They will find Davis. That's complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jared Davis in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Prater for the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54. I got one.
They'll run on 1st down. West. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, Davis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before, and we're well prepared for this final.
So the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
And the Bears.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
First down, Chicago.
18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Mike Daniels able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Trubisky will throw. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
A loss of a yard. It's
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
On first down, it's West. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to hit you all.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So this one's over.